This is the book of 2nd Exodus, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou well understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Ka Haloi Yamla Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Bakatash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Rule Web and great example to his younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessings to the hopefully lit, Lord willing is edifying. Let me get straight into it. This is another edition of Measure Thou the Time Diligently, because we at the end of this thing, and more things are ramping up, and we just gonna get into this video.
It was mind-blowing. You can see all these concentric rings. It's been likened to sort of God's thumbprint in some sort of corners of the internet. So there's lots and lots of things all have to be happening at once. It's sort of this high set of unlikely chances have to line up.
Wildlife experts say the world is losing animals at an alarming rate.
And they were talking about the rings on that star or whatever it was. This Luke chapter 21 and verse 25. It's saying there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and that's what they were looking at, in the stars, and upon earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and waves roaring. So these different signs are going to be happening in the end.
World Wildlife Fund looked at the data on more than 5,000 animal species between 1970 and 2018 and found populations on average dropped by 69%. Latin America saw some of the largest losses, including so much of the Amazon rainforest that the WWF now says it's nearly non-functional. Researchers say right now 1 million animal and plant species face it.
The Amazon rainforest is nearly non-functional. And the Amazon rainforest is considered the lungs of the earth. And they've destroyed it, man. See, Esau is a destroyer. Esau is a destroyer. He'll destroy some shit fast, man. And that's what he did to the Amazon.
Extinction.
Hundreds of pilot whales have become stranded in New Zealand. Approximately 500 of them have beached themselves on the remote Chatham Islands off the coast of the South Island.
Well, Gab, it's happened over two separate events, last Friday and again this Monday that just passed. But essentially what's happened is that 500 pilot whales have become stranded on separate incidents. As I say, on the Friday and the Monday, around 230 on the Friday and then a further 245 on the Monday. Now, we know that pilot whales become beached or become stranded quite often. What we don't know is why. So a number of people are researching the incident. Just last month in Tasmania, around 230 pilot whales became stranded off Tasmania's west coast, and again 200 of those died. To the day 2 years ago on that same island in Tasmania, 470 pilot whales became stranded. So it's quite an issue.
And we've got an eye on Earth and an alarming update from the U.S. Drought Monitor. According to a new report, 55% of the country is experiencing drought conditions. The drought has been...
And the Lord is bringing these droughts. Now, this was probably a week or two ago, a couple of weeks ago, probably a month ago or two. And what's going on now is record rainfall, in a lot of these places where it was a drought. Now you got record rainfall. So the drought may be over, but they getting so much rain to where it's too much for their area, And Esau got a thing called climate lockdowns, climate change. They used to call it something else. Climate change, they call it something else. They probably used to call it global warming. They used to call it global warming. Now they call it climate change.
Spreading since the beginning of September and now covers more of the nation than it has since April. More than 133 million people live in drought areas, which is the highest number since 2016. The Mississippi River is experiencing critically low water levels, so are many of its like the Illinois, Ohio, and Missouri rivers.
Earth's wildlife populations are in crisis. The Living Planet report, tracking a selection of global vertebrate numbers, has recorded staggering losses and found that population sizes declined by 69% on average in just 50 years.
So like, it's a
By 69% on average in just 50 years.
It's a Living Planet report. Living Planet report wildlife population species decline on average 69%. But it's a 32,000 wildlife population, 5,000 species, and 69% decline on average within the last 50 years. So Esau fucking some shit up, man. Esau is doing what he was created to do. He destroying the earth. So let me get this Hosea chapter 4 and verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land. Now, we know this is talking to the nation of Israel, but the Lord is talking to the whole planet, because Esau, Edom is in power. So, just like when the Lord kicked us up out of our land, those heathen, when they came in it, they had to, you know, somewhat keep the laws, you know, and couldn't be just straight up demons in the land. And those beasts came after them, the lions, those hornets, if I ain't mistaken, came after them. So, you know, since Esau ruling the earth, he's supposed to rule the earth in some form of righteousness. But since he don't, that's why the Lord is causing these things to happen. And Esau doing a lot of this shit too, man, because he's a destroyer, he's a killer. You know, he's an evil scientist, so to speak. It say by verse 2, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood touch blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwell therein shall languish. And it's a new symptom like anxiety, stress. You know, people get anxiety and stress. 2020, 2021, they say people are languishing now. You know, they say with the beast of the field and with the fowls of heaven, yeah, and the fish of the sea also shall be taken away. It say, let no man, but Salaki, that's the point, verse 3. The Lord say all these things are gonna be being took away. You got birds dying at record numbers, just falling at the sky. The whales beaching themselves. You got what else you got going on? Fish just at extinction levels. You know, never mind the elephants and the giraffe and the rhinos and the gorillas and you know shit can Esau can easily access. You know that shit down there extinct. You know this man is a killer and he's destroying the earth. You know. So like, let me get this Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. This Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. It read, and there went out another horse that was red. And it's going speaking about Esau, Edom, and his power structure. Another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. And Esau Edom fit that description, man. You know, peace is taken if you have animals dying at record, you know, numbers going extinct and dying off at record numbers. Somebody, whoever, you know, in charge of the running of the earth is taking peace from the earth, man. Because if you don't have abundance and population, like what is called population growth, and on all aspects, including the animals, then peace is taken from the earth, man. You know, the Lord got an ecosystem. The certain animals ain't gonna eat too many the lion ain't gonna eat too many gazelles. You know, the Lord got it set up perfect to where it's gonna keep that balance and it's gonna grow. You know, on both sides. The lion gonna grow in size. The gazelle's gonna grow in number. You know, the lion or any kind of predator ain't gonna eat all the animals they eat so they become extinct. No, that ain't gonna happen, man. So Esau is taking peace from the earth, and that great sword that was given him is going back to when it's his technology first and foremost, his guns, you know, his weather weapon, his heart, you know, this nigga got all kind of technology, his missiles, his ICBMs, his thermonuclear missiles that is gonna be he gonna use them, you know. That's that great sword that was given to him. China, Moab didn't come up with how to make a fucking a nuclear bomb, atomic bomb. Esau did, so-called white man. You know, Moab went the first nation. Ham went the first nation to drop bombs out of a military, or build a tank. Esau was. Esau created the Gatling gun and all these different weaponries, man. And all the sword is the modern day gun, man. A killing instrument. Let's see it on there. This the book of Romans chapter. Matter of fact, let me get this Matthew real quick, and I come back to Romans. Well, I get it. This Romans chapter 8 and verse 18. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Yeah, the suffering that we going through now, dealing with women, or finances, or family, or whatever we going through right now, it ain't worthy to be compared to what we finna receive, man. Because a lot of people finna lose, man. A lot of people thinking this place gonna soon come to grips that, oh, this shit over with. Oh, those men who call themselves Hebrew Israelites was right. You know, they was right all along. Where they at? I need to get down. I'm sorry. They gonna be seeking the Lord early, but they ain't gonna be able to find the Lord, man, because we ain't doing our own thing. This not a fad for us, man. We don't. The Lord tapped into our spirit, and we just got into this. Because if it was up to us, we'll still be in the streets, the top, trying to become Alpha Phi Mega, whatever them, trying to join a fraternity, going to college, you know, trying to be high value, man. We'll be doing shit like we'll be doing worldly things, man. But the Lord took us up out of the world, man. You know, He called us out of the world. And Lord willing, we endure to the end and we're saved out of this world, man. Because a lot of people finna die, man. Why? Because of disobedience and not repenting and turning back to their power, man. After receiving the words, the Lord sent His prophets out, you know, the men who on the highways and the byways teaching the word to wake you up, to warn you. But what our people still being disobedient. But one thing about it, the Lord is finna bring you people worse fears upon you, man. The Lord is finna torture a lot of people, and it ain't gonna be no whole bunch of just quick deaths. No, the Lord finna do torturous deaths, man. The Lord gonna do shit to people where they gonna wish they would have repented and turned back and listened to the men that He sent forth, man. They gonna wish that they done that, man. You know, when they see the favor being shown to certain men, they gonna wish that they would have repented and turned back, man. They gonna be all these people that fuck over us and do whatever they will. And you know, to the men of the Lord, they gonna wish they never done these things, man. That's the times we living in. You know, you already got Klaus Schwab. You know, which that's another video for another time. They talking about cyber attacks and different things like that. Where the power gonna go out, you know, and different things like that, and shit. It's gonna be lawlessness then. Everything gonna go. You ain't gonna be able to tell nobody, oh, you can't rape me. I'ma call the police. Oh, you can't kidnap my baby and sex traffic him. Oh, you can't eat that baby. You know, you can't do these different things. People gonna do what they want because they gonna be starving. People gonna do what they want because there's gonna be no rule. It ain't gonna be no 911. You know, these men gonna get out of jail who were in prison for child support or, you know, or whatever, anything. You know, somebody snitched on them. These people gonna get out and they gonna, okay, let that power go out. You know, the people that can get out. Some people gonna get out. Some people might be locked in the cage and starve and die now. Then you go, it's like the freak of the people gonna come out. These freaky weird people, man, is gonna show. You know, all the transgender, the pedophilia, all that's gonna just flourish in the earth, man. When all hell breaks loose, the weird, perverse acts and behaviors and thoughts of the people is just gonna manifest itself in the physical. Like the things people think in their mind, the most weirdest, deepest, scariest things that people want to do to other people is gonna come out, man. And these people gonna be like beasts, you know, full of demons. All our lawlessness is coming to the earth, man, soon. Cause Esau know that he got but a short time. It say, for I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifest. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God. You know, and we are the sons of God. Yasha Allah, he a prince of the power. You know, we not just niggas. We are kings in the making, so to speak, man. We ain't just regular people. We are the prophets, man. Though we look like regular people, though we at the bottom or whatever, the Lord say He chose the foolish things to confound the wise, and not many strong, noble, and wise have He chose, man. But He chose the poor and lowly, man, the meek of the earth. So people can look at us how they want to look at us now, but it's gonna be they lost in that day, man. And they gonna wish all these people who do what they do, they gonna wish they had us, man. In that day, it say, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by the reason of him who have subjected the same in hope. You know, and we are the creature that is talking about in that aspect, because we are a part of the Lord's creation. A creature that go back to the word creation, man. We are a creature in the Lord's creation. But the whole creation, you know, as it said in the waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God. The whole creation, the dirt, the trees, the germs, the birds, the plants, the grass, everything is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God. And the ultimate son of God is Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, man, when he returned. You know, it say, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly. Yeah, because the Lord made us to go off, man, by the reason of him who have subjected the same hope. And we hope that we have our faith, and our hope is that the Lord is going to change. We know that, you know. You can't tell us no, the Lord ain't going to. Yes, he is, man. The Lord said it, man. Everything else he said coming to pass, so we know he's going to come back and deliver us, man. We know these things are going to happen, you know. It say, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption, and we in bondage to corruption. These chains of darkness, man. We in bondage to corruption, man. We in bondage to sin. We in bondage to going off in this weak flesh, man. you know. But we gonna be. It say for the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption unto the glorious liberty of the children of God. Yeah, because we gonna be made perfect. We gonna be the new covenant is gonna be put upon us. We gonna be perfect. We not gonna go off. We're not gonna lust after other men's women. Women ain't gonna lust after men if they married. You know, it ain't gonna be dope selling and stealing and killing and robbing one another. You know, that ain't gonna be happening in the kingdom of heaven. You know, in this time. Verse 22 it say, for we for we now for we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the spirits. Yeah, and Lord willing, we are part of that number, that 144,000. That's the first fruits of the spirit, man. Hey, man, if we're part of that number, if we're part of the 144,000, that's a special position, man. You are of the first spirits ever created, and you help create everything, man. You know, that's why we should fight that much more to do what we got to do to get that glory, man. After the Lord get His glory, and He gonna split the glory. He gonna share with us, man, with His first fruit, with His brethren, man. You know, because when you go up above this, we're going into joint heirs with Him, and that's what we fighting for, to be joint heirs with our Lord Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, man. It say and not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the spirit, even we ourselves grown within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to with the redemption of our bodies. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doeth he yet for hope for? You know, so we don't gotta see to believe. We just believe, and we know these things are gonna happen. You know, and the things we are doing now, the things we are overcoming and fighting now, is gonna be written about in the kingdom. Motherfuckers ain't gonna be talking about Michael Jordan in the kingdom of heaven, in the everlasting. Motherfuckers ain't gonna be talking about Dave Chappelle, Mike Tyson, or whoever, man. They're gonna be talking about the men of the Lord who overcame Babylon, who prophesied, who taught. We gonna be the legends in the kingdom. We gonna be the ones who gonna have that everlasting glory. These niggas now, woman leave 'em, getting cheated on, you know, motherfucker breaking in their houses, stealing their goods and shit, you know, motherfuckers trying to kill them. We ain't gonna have to worry about that in the kingdom of heaven, you know. The men of the Lord, and also the elect, you know, they gonna be good too. But we ain't gonna have to worry about these things, man. And that's what we fighting for and waiting for. But that's pretty much the point. I kind of went on a rant. Usually um my measured out of time diligent video would be strictly on it, but I kind of went off, you know, into it, you know, just ranting, man, because that's what we hoping for and waiting for, and seeing these signs of the animals dying. Because I don't like to see it, but it is what it is. You know, that's part of the signs. You know. You know, and if you a true man of the Lord, you love creation, you love the animals, you love the plants, you love wildlife, you love what the Lord created, man. You know, and you don't want to see it dying off and being destroyed, and this nigga chemtrail and polluting the water, killing plastic everywhere. No, man, this nigga is an unfit ruler, man. The Lord getting ready to mop the floor with this nigga ass, man. You know? The Lord is gonna come back and go forth conquering and to conquer, man. Take these devils down. They ain't going hardcore bondage, man. So you better hope you're not an Edomite, man. Or a heathen. You better hope you're an Israelite. If you're an Edomite or a heathen, your ass going into captivity. But you definitely better hope you're not an Edomite, because you going into captivity, then you're gonna be destroyed afterwards, man. But that's pretty much the point. Lord, when this is edifying, I want to end it, giving all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem, Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, rule web, and a great example to his younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the whole leg. Shalom, Kwam Yashala, and the Bible, Shalom.